So I lost a testicle, and I got to say, one huge advantage of losing a testicle, finally feel comfortable in skinny jeans. Oh, up until now, I thought my jeans were too tight. No, I had one too many testicles.
A lot of the times when I bring up cancer on stage, first of all, people are a bit confused because they're like, but you're like a young guy, like, how could you have a cancer experience? And doesn't, now I look healthy, it doesn't look like I've been through something like that. So I think at first they're a bit confused. And sometimes people come up to me after shows and I'll be like, so did you really have cancer? I'm like, it would be crazy if I was talking about losing a testicle and I still had two. Like, so I got diagnosed in October in 2017. Which was very, very scary. I was only 26 at the time, so I never thought that I'd have to, think about cancer or any real health issues at that stage of my life. So I discovered it because my right testicle had been getting bigger, and because I'm a man and I'm an idiot, I just didn't put it off for ages. And it got to the point where I was like, maybe I should get it checked out. I went to my doctor, told him I was feeling unwell. I said, also my testicle's a bit big, what do you think? And then he had a look at that and sent me for an ultrasound. We did a blood test and it was pretty much confirmed that day that I had cancer.
But you got to talk about this stuff. People always come up to me after shows. They'll be like, Michael, it's great to talk about cancer. Laughter is the best medicine. I found the chemo to be more effective, actually.
Yeah, I think one of the benefits of being a comedian and getting a cancer diagnosis or having any bad news is you can kind of use it for your job. I'm quite grateful that, part of my job is talking about my life and what I go through. And if I'm going through a cancer diagnosis, it's awful, but it's also material. So, and when you're a comedian, you find material wherever you can. So an interesting, dark, unique experience like going through testicular cancer is like perfect fodder for a comedian to talk about. So since my diagnosis and having gone through all this treatment and having had to really face death and the potential of not making it, I think it's made me be a bit more grateful for where I'm at and what I'm doing. So, currently performing at the Edinburgh Fringe, that's amazing. I just try to remind myself that this is very cool and I'm very lucky and very fortunate to just be able to do this. So that's just part of my perspective now, is just reminding myself of that. And look, I've been talking about this, for a couple of years on stage to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So statistically, there's men, who have come to see me perform who have gone on to have testicular cancer. Just statistically, that's the case. So if I've helped someone just get diagnosed earlier so that they don't have to go through all the chemotherapy and treatment that I had to go through to get healthy, that's amazing.
In fact, my oncologist came to my show last year. Never been more nervous in my life performing for my oncologist. I gotta be funny. Otherwise he'll be like, ugh, he wasn't worth it. After the show, he rushed off. I didn't get to see him. So I was like, oh no, what if he hated the show? What if he thought you can't do jokes about cancer? The next day, he sent me an email, just said this: hi, Michael, great show. Well worth the chemo. Pretty good review for a comedy show, guys.